air signs, I hope that you had a good first month of the year. We are going to take a look at the themes of February as a result of how you lived out January. So, themes of February as a result of the themes of what happened in January. We have Temperance first upright, so I see balance being restored in February, whether by your hand or by the universe's hand. I see the sun and the moon being kind of a central part of this imagery. You might want to work with lunar energy as well as with solar energy this February. You might like to do some new moon and full moon magic, if you will. Work on yourself. And with the Hierophant in reverse, it might be kind of an unconventional way of working with balance in general. It might be an unconventional way of working with lunar magic. As long as you're doing it for your greater good, as long as you're doing it for others' greater good, it's Mercury retrograde. You should be good to go. I do see the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles all being in reverse. So that might be because for some air signs, take it as it resonates, okay? Some air signs may have struggled in January being in complete control and being generous to others when it comes to their resources, whether that's financial resources, whether it's just regular earthly resources that make life easier for us. There's the possibility that an opportunity was missed in the month of January to use what you've collected for your greater good, for others' greater good. Let's continue to take a look at the month of January. I see the Ten of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing that a bubble may have popped when it comes to the Ten of Cups, so the rose-colored glasses may have come up in January. And this is going to start off February. You may feel kind of stuck as a result of a happily ever after coming to an end. Unfortunately, it feels like with the Ten of Cups in reverse, an opportunity ended. And it may have been connected to family. It may have been connected to love. I'm hearing that some air signs may not have valued what they had in the month of January. And February, we're starting out with kind of stuck energy. Now, I'm learning for myself that stuck energy doesn't necessarily mean stuck necessarily. It can mean gathering up power to head on up to a higher level. But in this case, I feel like some steps backward are being taken in February. We need to take some steps backward in order to be able to move forward in the best light possible. This might be something that you're afraid to do. With the Strength card in reverse, you may not see your inner strength and how it's able to still push through this situation in spite of some lost opportunities. And yeah, I see some slowing down with the Chariot in reverse You're not necessarily thrown off your path, but you do have an obstacle that you need to deal with. Are you going to go around it? Are you going to get out of your chariot and chip it away? Um, it's going to be up to you here. But I see you being afraid, air signs, to slow down and to see that you have the power to slow down, to consider your situation, and how to move forward in the best way possible. Some air signs might need to be, um, the universe might need to put them in a situation where they're alone, or they're at least mentally alone. They're not looking to others for guidance. They're having to study on their own and listen to the universe exclusively. I see the universe really saying to be cautious about passing up an opportunity to listen to what the universe has to say to you about this situation, about how to move forward in the best way possible. Listen carefully, really, really carefully to your intuition in the month of February. This obstacle is here to help you meditate, to help you become a better, more spiritual person. I did see in the weekly reading for January 30th and through the 5th that there was some immature air energy um, that needed a reckoning with. And I see this month, February, as being the beginning for that spiritual workout for some air signs, for a lot of less mature air signs. Take this opportunity to rest and become a different person. This is the universe saying, if you don't stop, the ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe will stop you for you. It's time to put something to rest. An old way of thinking, specifically, an old way of speaking about talking to others, about talking about yourself. You might need to let go of an old way of thinking and talking about yourself. So the King of Wands here is about, there might be some fire energy in the air signs, in the air signs that are watching this, if this resonates with you. Excuse me. If you are looking for some ships coming in, you might need, if you're looking for some neat things in life to come in as a result of your hard work, this is a time for you to stop watching and to instead start doing, to become a master of what you do. It's not just you taking inspiration from others, from the people around you. This is a time to pay close attention to your spirit guides, to your ancestors, to the people who've already passed beyond the veil and who have a different perspective on life than people who are physically in this realm. You are being asked to become a spiritual king with the King of Wands here. And to continue to do work to bring those ships in, to bring in the fruits of your labor. This is asking you to grow up with the Page of Swords, to stop being, to let go of the more immature mindset and be someone who does and doesn't just talk and think about what they'd like to do. I see that it's possible for some folks that just talking and listening, but not necessarily doing, is what is a kind of a comfort blanket for a lot of folks. That's what these folks, that's what some air signs, some low vibing air signs might struggle with here. For some air signs in the month of February, you are being called, well, for like all air signs, you're all being called to become your best emperor. This is the emperor of your own life. This is where you have all the kings in balance with each other. And you're still remembering that you are the consort of the empress, that you are still not in charge, right? The empress and her flip side of the coin, the high priestess, are ultimately in charge for all of us. So there is a lot of masculine, fiery energy in this particular reading that may need, you might need to pull back on the reins just a bit. You might need to settle that horse down. I did see the Knight of Wands in reverse when I was shuffling. We don't have it out right now, but there is some of that energy in here. You are being asked to become the emperor. Well, it doesn't matter your gender identity. You're being asked to bring all your kings in balance with each other and upright. Tell you what, I'm going to take a look at some oracle cards. I'm going to go get them really, really quickly. So I have Sufi wisdom cards that popped into my head. Spirit put these in my head when I started thinking about how I could end the reading for you folks. February for air signs. What messages would you like to give? Okay. So for some folks, I see you needing to work through a traumatic situation here. And this is something that you might need to do with a qualified therapist. No tarot reading from any person is ever a replacement for great advice from a licensed therapist, okay? But the therapist can only do so much work. They can help guide you, but you ultimately need to do the work of getting through the situation. This is perhaps a trauma done by you to you. This is possibly a trauma that some air signs have done on others. But either way, it is the air signs' responsibility to up-level themselves and do what it takes to get through this situation. It's Mercury retrograde and everything's going crazy. So I'm getting one more card, take from the top, and I do see that for some air signs that pride might be a problem. It says beyond the ego. This is where you need to think about the most loving thing for yourself, in addition for the people around you. And I wonder sometimes if some of us don't conflate self-love with self-comfort, and in the negative kind, the medicating kind, and not the kind that says, I'm going to plant karmic seeds that grow into a wonderful harvest for myself. I see in the month of February, air signs needing to do a lot of emotional work to move past a situation, whether this is of their own making or whether this happened to them. Maybe air signs didn't do anything per se. It's possible that that air signs may have let these energies into their life in January, and now we're recovering from this in the month of February. Either way, therapy is probably going to be awesome for a lot of folks in this kind of situation. Spirit says that is all for air signs and what you have going on for the month of February. If I can do a personal reading for you folks, please let me know. I am at fourwandsdivination.com, and I hope that you have a great month. Please take a look at my weekly reading for January 30th through the 5th of February if this resonates with you. Have a great day.